Let's talk about something that is directly related to web design and also a little bit marketing. Decision fatigue. Now you might say, Robin, stop with your jargon, get real. Fine, okay. Decision fatigue is a fancy way to say people get overwhelmed when they face too much choices. I'm sure you've experienced it many times in restaurants when choosing the flavor of your ice cream and so on. But did you know that this keeps a ton of people from buying? Ooh, that's not good for business. I mean, isn't there anything that could be done? Of course there is. You have to apply KISS. Okay, I know, it seems pretty obvious. It's the same then with direct response copywriting, which you should be an expert of by now. You ask your customer to buy one product, period. You don't ask him to spread the word, you don't ask him to subscribe to your email list, you don't ask him to buy something else than your product, you just ask him to buy one product. That's it. Now you might complain that you would like the visitors to do more than just one action. Don't worry, you can, and you'll see there's a really effective way to do it. First, let's see some examples, bad and good. First, the bad ones, so you can really understand why the good ones are good ones. Okay, this is the first example, an e-store, esoteric center. Frankly, I just searched for a niche that isn't that well implemented online and added the word eShop behind it. This one looks a little scary though, since I think it was designed in the 90s, otherwise I cannot explain these things here. So, this is a link that leads back to the exact same site. This too, actually. Here I can, if I want, participate to some events. Here I can log in, I don't know why. Here I have a catalog, but I can also do this way, which is exactly the same thing. So there are many different options and many different things I can do on the site. But this is disturbing since I'm here to buy something. Let's see what happens when I want to buy. Okay, let's just buy this one. Okay, you have no copy whatsoever, but okay, that happens. Nobody does. But you can hear, I don't know why, but I can like it, I can share it on Facebook. So you see that this isn't really optimized. And let's remember, this is a sales page. So why do I still have all this option here? Couldn't they blend them just out? So this is the first bad example. This is the second bad example live from my inbox. It's a newsletter, I know, but it also shows some possibilities of decision fatigue. Just look around. I can click here. I could decide to read that, this. So you see there are many different options and I cannot decide what should I do. I think I'm just gonna throw it away. So you see now what I meant when I said bad examples? Now we will see how you should do it. Ta-da! We will take the examples of one awesome website and one great newsletter. Now let's see the good examples. That's the first one. This is the eShop of a startup I really love. It's the only startup I know in France which knows how to do content marketing and direct response copywriting. So it's kind of a big deal. Just look at it. First of all, okay, it's a sales page for this shirt. First of all, you got a video if you don't want to read all the sales copy. Then you have the sales copy which convinces you of all the benefits of the product. They are not afraid of length either, and frankly they shouldn't be. They give a lot of valuable informations. Finally, you got a section where you can comment and ask questions about the product. I don't really think making it that visible is the best way to do it, since it can be distracting, but whatever. Either way, you see that there's one purpose to this page, and it is to sell something, one product. And you have everything you need here, infos, video, many objection killer photos, so it's a really great example. Okay, let's come to good example number 2. This is a well-written newsletter which will actually convert since it has only one purpose. See, nothing fancy, just text and 2 times the same call to action. 2 times, see? Just to explain this, there are 2 call to actions because some people need more time before being convinced of clicking and some need less. That's why putting multiple times the same call to action in the same email can actually help conversion. It's not a given, but you have to test it out. So now you've seen some examples, but let me show you my markup for the website of the startup I showed you before in the last lesson. I know, it's plain ugly, but it's just to show you the global picture. See, I got rid of all the call to actions. When the reader looks at this page, he sees many reasons he should go further, and finally, when he scrolls down, he gets to see the button on which he can click. Okay, sorry for taking so long to make my point, but it's very important that you tattoo KISS on your forehead. It's the most important principle to live by when doing web optimization. Ignoring it can have destructive consequences. It was proven many times that too much choice leads to no choice at all. Neil Patel from QuickSprout experienced this when adding a LinkedIn share button to 3 existing share options he already gave his visitors on his website. The result of this little experiment was a drop in the number of shares because people didn't know where to share, so they didn't share at all. Still, I think that the best example remains the jam experience, in which people were presented 24 different flavors at one time and 6 different flavors at another one. When getting less options, the sales were multiplied by 6. They sold 6 times more, not by adding, but by taking away options. So I think that this should convince you of KISS and of what I said earlier. Look, this is an example of how simple it can be to increase conversion. And I don't think that it was too much of an effort to do. This also applies to forms. The more you make the hurdle difficult to jump over, the more people will leave before trying. See, for instance, all of this data. The more you ask for, the less conversion you get. Make it as easy as possible to get the first yes out of your customer. Well, I think you got it. Don't give too much options, don't ask for multiple actions, and ask for them in the right way with good sales copy, good visual call to actions, i.e. buttons. Wait, actually buttons are something that we should talk about. So let's do this in the next lesson.